Sheldon has no skills. He thinks he could just buy a course for $9.97 and hopefully he'll make some money with a business model and make thousands of dollars. But when he tries the course and he tries different strategies and tactics he finds on YouTube, all these different books, all these different strategies on TikTok and Instagram, he tries all of them and he makes no money. And he ends up having to work a corporate job to a boss he hates, not making an impact on the world, truly hating his life, and pretty much being stuck in the matrix because he didn't have the right skills. The audience, on the other hand, builds up his skills, trains every single day, kind of like practicing basketball, or just understanding nothing comes overnight, but just getting 1% better every day, improving the skills and being able to get money, starts a business model. And because he already had the skills, he made money, started making $100, $200, $300 a day, eventually $1,000, $3,000 a day, traveling the world, providing for his family, having that time, financial, location, freedom he was always looking for, all because he built up the necessary skills to do so. And so when I first got into entrepreneurship, I was watching all the YouTube videos, I was searching how to start a successful business, how to run a successful agency, and I was like looking at all these different tutorials, and I just tried them all, right? I tried cold calling, I tried cold emailing, I type up these fancy emails, hit send, I would send it to thousands of business owners, and when I check my inbox, I literally see no responses, right? I see all these things on my sent tab and nothing in my inbox. And so then I tried cold calling. I would just go to Google, look up all these different business owners, and I tried bringing them up. And I'd be like, hey, like this is Renzo, and boom, they hang up right there. Like the prospects never took me seriously. And eventually when I kept dialing, I kept cold calling, eventually, I had a couple of business owners say like, hey, I would love to meet in person, see what's this all about. And then I would walk in with my fancy suit. My mom was roasting me. He's like, why are you wearing a suit? But it's okay. And then I drive in my Toyota Prius back in the day to all these different business owners' locations, their offices. And then when I would go sit down and I have a conversation with them, with me like stuttering and being super unconfident and super nervous, they would say like, yeah, like let's do it. Like I'll work with you. And then I drive back home. I'm super excited, but my face is smiling. And then I go back home, I text all these business owners and I just see red on the bottom and red on the bottom and red on the bottom. Is because none of them wanted to work with me. And so I never knew back in the day why I was not getting any success. There was all these YouTube videos, all these tutorials, like all the resources were right in front of me. Yet I made no money. And I was broke and I had $4 in my bank account and I couldn't even take my girlfriend at the time to a Chipotle date because I was so broke. Then I was questioning like, what is going on here? And then I came across a YouTube video and it basically said, it's not about the tactics, the strategies, or the right business plan. It's about having the actual skills to make any of these business models work. Pick any business model and there are millionaires. There are 7-figure entrepreneurs. There's 8-figure entrepreneurs in that same industry. And so what's the difference between all these 8-figure millionaires versus the people who didn't make a single dollar and are broke as hell? And the difference, my friend, are skills. Imagine you have 2 basketball players on the same team. One of them practices jump shot. He is shooting over and over and over, shooting thousands of shots every single day, 7 days a week, and just grinding his ass off to improve his skills. And then you have another guy, Fat Lazy Joe over here, just sitting on the couch, playing NBA 2K, thinking that playing video games is gonna help him in the real life. And then when you get to the court, you pass to the guy who's practiced over and over and over, and he's just draining threes. He made 3 points, 6 points, 9 points, 15 damn points in the first quarter because he practiced his shot, and he's scoring over and over and over because he can't miss. And then you have Fat Lazy Joe, you pass him the ball, he dribbles off his foot, and the coach gets mad at him, and he lets him play again, and then you pass the ball to Fat Lazy Joe again, and he shoots a jump shot at the 3-point line, and what do you know? He airballs. And you wanna know why? Because he didn't practice his skills. And so that's a corny basketball analogy, but why doesn't anybody think the same way in business? You can't just expect to go to the real world in business and not have any skills and think you're gonna make money. Like that's just not real. And so today I'm gonna be breaking down the 3 skills that I've used to make over $2 million profit with my agency and how you can do it too, or just hit a quick 10K a month if you want. The first skill is copywriting. And I know you're thinking, like, what the fuck is copywriting? Is that like copyright, like you're copying somebody? So imagine 10-year-old Renzo back in the day. He wanted to make it to the NBA, make his hoop dreams reality, make millions of dollars doing what he loves, playing the NBA, playing basketball. And so Renzo really didn't know how to get there. He had his dad coaching him, but his dad didn't play college. His dad didn't play in the NBA. Like, how would he be able to coach him? And so Renzo started doing some research online, watching some YouTube videos, and then he came across a YouTube video that perfectly described his problems. Oh, like you're dribbling off your foot. You're scared what the coach thinks. Like the crowd's looking at you, they're booing at you. Like your mom and dad are sitting in the stands and they're frowning, they're disappointed, and you keep turning the ball over, turnover after turnover. You keep getting the ball stolen, and eventually when you take a shot, you're too tired from thinking about dribbling and you airball or you miss. And then the crowd boos you. Your coach is mad at you and he drags you out, and now you're benched for the rest of the season. And so when little Renzo back in the day was seeing that YouTube video, he saw in the description, oh hey, like I could buy this person's course and he'll show me exactly how to improve my dribbling skills, improve my shooting, and be able to score more points. And so little Renzo back in the day was in so much pain, being embarrassed having bad games of basketball, and he goes ahead and purchases the $6 course, and he gets good results, and now he's a star player. And so in a nutshell, all copywriting is, being able to use words to influence someone to take an action. That could be in a YouTube video like this, that could be in emails, that could be on TikToks, Instagram Reels, it could be even just talking to someone one-on-one. It's the words you use to influence. And as you could tell, being good with your words doesn't happen overnight. That's why this is a skill. Like, you have to work on it over and over and over. It's like, do you really think like Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry, do you really think they were the greatest players ever in one night? No, they practice every day. And so in this video, I'm not just gonna tell you to learn copywriting, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. So right now I got my laptop and I just Googled best sales page example. So why are we looking up a sales page? Because a sales page is basically a website that has all these written words that is designed to sell someone to buy whatever product they have. So instead of being the consumer and buying whatever products they have, we want to be the marketer. We want to understand why did they write the words they did. And so when we study it, we start to write and we start to talk like what we see. And so eventually when you do this exercise I'm about to show you, that's only going to take about 5 to 10 minutes a day, every single morning, it's going to transform the way you write. It's going to transform the way you talk. And ultimately you'll be able to master your words to be able to influence anybody to do whatever the hell you want. And so I know you're probably thinking, oh, like I'm not going to write sales pages for myself, but trust, it's not just about sales pages. I do this exercise every single morning and it helps with my videos. Like, it helped me go viral on TikTok, Instagram, and hopefully eventually YouTube, because I'm able to say the right words to be able to influence someone to watch the rest of the video. And eventually it goes viral because I get hella watch time. So it's very important in any aspect of marketing, any aspect of business, the ability to master your words to influence somebody is the #1 skill you should be working on right now. So don't take this lightly. So again, look up best sales page examples. And then I'm going to go to, let's go to this website, Optimize Press. 18 sales page examples that would transform your business. So example, pick anything that seems interesting to you. Let's see if I want anything specific. I would probably do this one, Master of Seasonal Sales. Why not? And then I'm going to click it and boom, it has a whole sales page for you to study. So you could read all of it at once. I wouldn't really recommend. I'd recommend following this exercise I'm going to show you right now. So go ahead and pull up a blank Google Doc. For me, I'm going to pull up the Google Doc. I do this exercise every day. So as you see, I actually walk the walk, right? There's 117 pages of the exercise right here. And so all I'm going to do is I'm going to write copy and then whatever number you're on right now. So I'm in copy 207. For you, you'll probably start at copy 1 and then the next day copy 2, copy 3, whatever it is. Just write whatever day you're doing this exercise. For me, 207, and I have another Microsoft document that has over 1,000 days, but I eventually lost that document. So now I had to stick with this Google Doc. That's only at 207. Anyways, that's not the point. So all I want you to do is make this full screen and also make the sales page full screen. And then all you have to do is just write about 10 to 20 sentences of the sales page. So example, I'll do it right now. So let's say copy hackers introducing Master of Seasonal Sales, and I'll put period. And you want to put a period after every sentence. You'll see why in a bit. So then I say where you get all our insights into planning and writing copy for Black Friday campaigns. Keep going. Last year, over the Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend, we pulled in more than $100,000 in MRR. It's pretty obvious to know when to stop writing, so I think I'll probably stop by the time we get to this sentence. So let's keep going and write the rest of these. All in, that turned into nearly $1 million in revenue for copy hackers. And even better, we put the whole campaign together fast. As in, we didn't spend 3 months painstakingly planning. We didn't have to, because we'd run seasonal campaigns for client after client over the years. We had everything we needed in place to whip together a 7-figure Black Friday, Cyber Monday campaign in a couple weeks. For a campaign ranging from President's Day, surprisingly popular, to back to school. And that period, one last one, we've helped our e-commerce and SaaS clients in B2C and B2B generate millions of dollars in revenue using SMS, social ads, and emails. All right, so not gonna lie, I picked a very boring sales page, but just pick a sales page that interests you, that goes along with your interests. The more interested you're in, the more bought in you're into the process. So let's go ahead and copy this. And then what I want you to do is pull up a site called Paragraph Scrambler. So all you have to do is look up Paragraph Scrambler right now, and it should be the first one that pops up from Hackett Publishing. You hit that, go ahead and copy and paste your sentences. I hit submit, and boom, now the sentences are scrambled. So you're gonna go ahead and copy and paste all of this, and then put it in another Google Doc. So as you see, I practice what I preach, so I've been doing this already, so I have a Google Doc. So then I go all the way down, and so this is gonna be practice 207, and then I copy and paste it. And then I just get rid of all the numbers. All right, enter, get rid of 3, get rid of 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Once I got rid of all the numbers, then you just want to let this sit for 2 days, okay? And then after 2 days, all you want to do is come back to this Google Doc and try to unscramble this in the order that the original is in without looking at the original. So example, I probably could assume copy hackers introducing is up here. Let's see, what's the next sentence for campaigns? All right, I think this looks here. This makes sense. This looks like it should be under here. I think I got it right. Probably not, because I was rushing for the video. And then all you want to do is compare your practice to the original and see what you got right. So copy hacking, introducing master seasonal sales, and where you get all our insights. I already got that wrong. So I'm gonna get here, pull it here, boom. And I'm gonna hit X because I got it wrong. And it said last year over the Black Friday Cyber Monday deal, also got that wrong. And then all in, I also got that wrong. So I'm probably gonna flunk this exercise right here in front of you guys, but it's all good. We get better. And then let's keep going, and even better. Am I gonna get any sentence right besides the first sentence? It's crazy. I swear to God, guys, I'm not that bad. Usually I'm better than this. We didn't have to. So cool. I got like the majority of this wrong besides like 3 sentences. So all you want to do is then you want to count up how much did you get right out of the total. So we got 1 for 1, 1 out of 2, 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 6, 1 out of 7, 1 out of 8, 2 for 9, 3 for 10. So we got 3 out of 10 right, which is not great. As you guys see, I'm usually better than this. As you see, 90%, 100%, 100%, 84%, 66%. So I'm usually better than this, guys, I swear. But just today, I guess we fucked it. All good. So 3 out of 10, so that's 30%. And then boom, that's all you have to do every single day. So pretty much how you're gonna do this is the first 2 days, you just write down 10 to 20 sentences of a sales page on a Google Doc, right? The first 2 days. And then on the 3rd day, you go back to the first 10 to 20 sentences that you wrote, and then you go ahead and reorder them back to the original order without looking at the original. And then you just compare the 2, and then you rank yourself, right? So example, I got 3 out of 10, 30%, cool. And then what you want to do is after you score yourself, then you want to write the next piece of copy for 2 days out. So then you go back to the sales page, you write 10 to 20 more sentences, and now you're in a flow. So every single day after the first 2 days, it's just you reorder the scrambled sentences, score yourself based off the original, and then you write your next piece of copy for 2 days out. And boom, every single day. That only takes about 5 to 10 minutes. And when you do this every day, you slowly start to write and you slowly start to talk like the best copywriters out there in the world that are proven to make millions of dollars, right? And so this is how I was able to improve my writing, because trust, I hated writing. And when I would walk into AP literature class or AP language class back in high school, like I would dread, like I would be like, damn, like I really had to waste 90 minutes of my life really learning about mice and men of all books out there. And so once I did this exercise, I started to fall in love with the process of using your words and being more persuasive, because this actually helps you make money. Reading those textbooks back in high school, they don't make you shit. This will give you the skills to make 10K a month, 100K a month if you do it right. So we gone over copywriting. The next skill is closing, aka sales. The ability to convert a complete stranger to a high-paying customer or client. So remember 19-year-old Renzo meeting all these business owners in person, talking to them, and they said they would be interested in working with me, and I would get back home and I'll text them, and they left me on red. Do you remember that story? Well, the reason why I wasn't able to close any of them and get them to pay me thousands of dollars per month for my services is because I had no sales skills. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to say it. I didn't know how to handle objections. I didn't know any of that stuff. So sales is a very complicated topic. So I got 2 options for you. Is number 1, if you don't have a sales script already, go ahead and make a sales script. If you don't have a business yet or an offer to sell, just go ahead and make up some random offer, some random product, and then make a sales script for it. And if you need extra help on that, I made a YouTube video before breaking down my exact sales call framework that I use to close $6,000 deals every single day. So just click somewhere around here and you'll be able to watch it. Now, if you do have a sales script, the only thing I want you to do is memorize your sales script and recite your sales script with perfect tonality once per day every single morning. So all you have to do is do that copywriting exercise before, and then just recite your sales script with perfect tonality just once after that. Then if you do it right, you should be able to recite your sales script with your eyes closed at 4 a.m. while you're lying in bed, tired as hell. And if I magically teleported to your bedroom, pause, and I woke you up and I asked you to recite your sales script, you should be able to do your entire sales call perfectly with the best tonality while being tired as hell. That is the goal you strive for. So every single morning, the way to get better at sales is by just saying your sales script in perfect tonality without looking at the script. And bonus, if you recite all your different objection handles in perfect tonality, whether it's the ones you commonly get or all of them that you might get, then even better, you're gonna be even more skilled in sales. And so we gone over copywriting and sales. The next skill after that is speaking, the ability to hold someone's attention with your voice. Imagine you're watching 2 YouTube videos like this right now. And so the first guy is talking like, hey, I'm Renzo, I like pie, and you should listen to me because I'm gonna show you how to make money. Would you really listen to him? Hell no. Now imagine, actually screw imagining. Look at me right now. You're still watching this video because of the way I speak. Obviously, I'm giving you a lot of value and I'm hoping you're taking notes right now. But the real reason why you're here is I kept you engaged long enough to stay on this video and keep watching me. And it's all because of my voice. It's not boring. It's not monotone. It's constantly changing so you can't find a pattern. And your brain is just like forced to keep watching because you can't find a pattern. Like imagine you're on a sales call and you have the best sales script and you memorize it word for word. Then you pick up the phone, you call the business owner says, hey, and then you're like, hey, this is Renzo Guevara. Can I ask you like a couple of questions to see if I could like help? And the business owner's like, the hell? Like what's going on here? And then the business owner goes through the whole call and he's like, you know, kid, I just think you're too young. I'm probably gonna work with someone older. And then they hang up the phone. And it's not in reality because you are younger. It's because you didn't have that confidence and you didn't have that tonality and you weren't that good at speaking. That's the real reason why you lost the sale and you didn't make any money. And so how exactly do we work on our speaking? Lucky for you, just like in basketball with dribbling or shooting, it's skill. You can work on it. Even if your voice is trash right now, don't worry, because your voice and your speaking skills is something that can be improved. And if you don't believe me, I'm gonna show you the first video I've ever recorded. So back in the day, as you see, 5 years ago, I wanted to be a fitness YouTuber and make YouTube videos about how to lose weight and be fit and have a six pack and all that. And so look at the way I talked back in the day.
Still want to eat because you're bored. But what all this water does, it reveals if you have real hunger or not. It eliminates all those cravings. So if you're still hungry after all that water, it probably means your body still needs more nutrients and still needs more calories. But if you have all that covered, then you won't be hungry. You'll definitely be full with all that water.
Okay, I'm cringing right now. Okay, enough of that. But as you see, if 19-year-old Renzo back in the day, 5 years ago, was talking like that, and I'm talking like I am right now, as you see, speaking and using your voice and even talking on camera like this is all a skill that can be improved. And so luckily for you, right now, I'm gonna show you the exact speaking routine I did every single day to improve my voice, improve my speaking skills, and be able to build an audience on Instagram, TikTok, and eventually YouTube right now. So all I want you to do is pull out your phone and then set a timer for 30 seconds. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on the pitch of our voice. And so we're gonna do something called humming. So all we wanna do is hum 30 seconds in the middle, like near our mouth like this. Hum 30 seconds up top near our nose like this. And then hum like 30 seconds near our belly button or below our belly button like this. So for time purposes, I'm not gonna do it right now, but again, just 30 seconds in the middle, 30 seconds up top, and 30 seconds down below near your belly button, Boom. Next up, we want to work on our articulation, because even if you have the best pitch, if people can't understand the words you say, if you're not pronouncing clearly, then you're still going to be a trash speaker. And so the way to do this is do this set of 4 tongue exercises. So what we're going to do is 30 seconds of windshield wipers with our tongue like this, 30 seconds of clockwise like this, 30 seconds of rubbing your tongue counterclockwise like this, and then 30 seconds of smiling and sticking your tongue out like this. And by the way, the first time you do this, it's gonna hurt, and it should hurt, because you're building up your muscles of articulating. You're building up your jaw and mouth muscles to be able to pronounce clearly. The reason why so many people can't pronounce is because their muscles aren't strong enough, and their voice gets tired, and their mouth gets tired, pause, which is why they start to speak less and less articulate. So again, 30 seconds of windshield wipers, 30 seconds of clockwise, 30 seconds of counterclockwise, and 30 seconds of smiling and sticking your tongue out. Boom. Boom. Now the next part of articulation is tongue twisters. So there's a ton of different tongue twisters out there online, but the one that I've been using for the longest time is this website right here. It's called Live About. And then it has a set of 30 different tongue twisters. So it has set 1 of 10 tongue twisters, set 2 of another 10, and then set 3 of another 10. Again, there's a lot of them out there, but this is the one that I personally use. And I'll only teach you guys what I've personally done. So again, if you want to copy exactly what I do, use this website. So all you want to do is pick 1 out of the 3 sets for one day. So example, one day you could do set 1, another day you could do set 2, another day you could do set 3, and then just rinse and repeat every other day. So you just want to say each tongue twister 3 times as fast as you can and as articulate as you can. So let me try it real quick. Keep me customer content creates team profits. Keep me customer content creates team profits. Keep me customer content creates team profits. Success seeds success. Success seeds success. Success seeds success. Bigger business is a better business, but better business brings bigger rewards. Bigger business is a better business, but better business brings bigger rewards. Bigger business is a better business, but better business brings bigger rewards. One-on-one win, win ways activists. One-on-one win, win ways activists. One-on-one win, win ways activists. 17 sales subsidies solely salvage. 17 sales subsidies solely salvage. 17 sales subsidies solely salvage. Don't go deep into debt. Don't go deep into debt. Don't go deep into debt. Ensuring essence isn't easy. Ensuring essence isn't easy. Ensuring essence isn't easy. Times to get terrible toll and intentions. Times to get terrible toll and intentions. Times to get terrible toll and intentions. Feel free to follow that fell. Feel free to follow that fell. Feel free to follow that fell. Old bones grow in wind modes. Old bones grow in wind modes. Old bones grow in wind modes. So as you see, I'm not perfect, right? There's a lot of words I didn't pronounce correctly and I messed up a ton, but don't worry about it. Just say the lines as fast as you can, as articulate as you can, and you keep improving over and over and over. That's it. The next thing we're going to work on is our free flow exercise. So the best speakers on the world on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, the ones that really go viral are the ones that are able to speak off the fly. They don't have to script their videos. They don't have to like type it out and then read it and then say it to the camera and then read it and say it to the camera. None of that shit. All they do is just talk off the rip, talk off the cup, and they're able to make really engaging, authentic, genuine videos because it's coming from the heart. And so some people are able to do this naturally, most people can't. And luckily for you, there's an exercise to practice this. So all you want to do is pull out your phone and then set a timer for 1 minute. Then all you want to do is pick an object in the room and then say what that object reminds you of, and then say what that object reminds you of, and then say what that object reminds you, and so forth. And don't stop talking until 1 minute. And this helps you work on thinking of things to say on the fly and working on your creativity. All right, so let's go right now. So I got a timer for 1 minute. Let's go ahead and hit start. So right now I got my iPad and iPad like iPad kids, and kids like balling and balling like basketball, and basketball like shot, and shot like guns, and guns like violence, and violence like peace, and peace like peace sign, and peace signs like 2, and 2 like 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 like for the people, and the people and the masses, and the masses like mass like science, and science like the table, and table like this table right here, which is kind of glossy, also a little bit dirty, and dirty like clean, and clean like cleaning lady, and lady like woman, and woman like men, and men like haircuts, and haircuts like fades, and fades like barber, and barber like lineup, and lineup like the starting lineup of the football team, like the intros, and the intros like the outro, like the end credit scenes, and names, and credit like credit cards, like Amex, like flying, like points like basketball, and basketball. I said basketball already. Why am I repeating myself, and questioning like sentences, and period with a T, and T like T-shape, like T-bone steak, and steak like cooked, and cooked like dark, and dark like black, and black like black and white, like juice WRLD RIP. And boom, as you see, got 1 minute straight of just me talking out of my ass and just saying whatever that reminded me of. And again, this works on your ability to talk out the fly and be able to speak on whatever comes to your mind, and just being able to say it raw, unfiltered, and genuine. Now, the next exercise after that is we want to work on our tonality. So before we speak on camera, we just want to focus on the actual voice that we have. So all I want you to do is pull out a book. It could be a physical book, or for me, I have my books app. And then all I want you to do is read 2 pages of that book. So right now I got Awaken the Giant by Tony Robbins, go to book. And then all I want you to do is go to your voice memos and then hit record, and then read 1 to 2 pages, mixing up your tonality. And I forgot to mention this, right? The 3 things you want to focus on when reading these pages is speed, pitch, and volume. So for speed, you can talk really, really fast, or you can talk really, really slow. For pitch, you can talk really, really high, or you can talk really, really low. And then finally for volume, you can talk really, really loud, or you can talk really, really soft. So as you can see, pitch, speed, volume, mix those up like every 1 to 2 seconds. So let's do it right now. So I'm gonna hit record. Marriage and so forth, the global beliefs you have about the concepts of scarcity and abundance, for example, will determine your stress level and your generosity of time, money, energy, and spirit. If you believe we live in a world with scarce resources, where there's only so much money, so much time, so much love, then you'll constantly live in fear that you won't have enough. This stress will affect the way you think of your neighbors, your coworkers, your financial capabilities, and opportunities in general. More powerful than any of these, though, is a core belief that is the ultimate filter. And then I hit stop. And then you just want to listen back to that recording. So I'm going to play that recording for you guys right now. Marriage and so forth, the global beliefs you have about the concepts of scarcity and abundance, for example, will determine your stress level and your generosity of time, money, energy, and spirit. If you believe we live in a world with scarce resources where there's only so much money, so much time, so much love, then you'll constantly live in fear that you won't have enough. This stress will affect the way you think of your neighbors, your coworkers, your financial capabilities, and opportunities in general. More powerful than any of these, though, is the core belief that is the ultimate filter. Boom. So now you want to go to your notes app. I'm going to pull it up right now, as you see. And as you see, like I said, I walk the walk. I've done this over and over and over. And before this notes app, I had another one of 1,000 that I accidentally deleted, but all good. So then I'm just going to say day 208 and then set 1. I think I need to articulate more. And then from there, you're going to read 2 more pages while recording in your voice memos, listen to it, write it down again. I'm not going to do it for time's sake. So let's say I did that already. So let's say for the next recording, I need more tonality. And then I do it one more time. I hit voice memos, I hit record, I read 1 to 2 pages, and then I re-listen to it, and then I write down again. So let's say I need to slow down a little bit. I'm talking too fast. Boom. So now I listened to my voice 3 times and I wrote it down. And guess what? Every time you listen to your voice, you become more aware of how you talk. And when you become more aware, you know how to change it. So that's the reason why most people suck at speaking, is because they never actually heard their own voice. You ever hear those people say like, oh, like I hate my own voice? Well, that's because they suck. And you wanna know why? Because if you don't listen to your own voice, then you're never gonna improve, duh. So listen to your voice as much as possible, which is why we do it 3 times in this exercise. And we're not done. The next exercise is you're gonna pull out your camera app. And what I want you to do is I want you to make like a quick 30 to 60 second video on your phone, just yapping, just like literally say whatever comes to your mind. If you want a framework, maybe do like hook, story, call to action. But if you don't want to do a framework, just yap for a minute straight. All right, so I'll do it in front of you guys right now. Quick little video talking about some points like smiling, exaggerating, speaking, multiple intentionality, facial expressions, hand gestures. Like I'm literally just giving an example for this YouTube video, and I'm hyped because this video is about to be fire. Hopefully it gets thousands, 10,000, 100,000 of views because I am him, and you already know that. All right, so I'm not gonna do like a whole minute video just for time purposes, but you get the point. Just like yap for like 30 to 60 minutes straight. And then the most important part is you want to rewatch that video. So let me play it real quick. Quick little video talking about some points like smiling, exaggerating, speaking, multiple intentionality, facial expressions, hand gestures. Like I'm literally just giving an example for this YouTube video, and I'm hyped because this video is about to be fire. Hopefully it gets thousands, 10,000, 100,000 of views because I am him, and you already know that. Okay, anyways, so that was kind of cringe, but it's okay. And then all you want to do is you want to go back to your notes app. Again, I'm gonna pull it up right here. And then you want to write down for videos what you need to improve on. So example, I probably had to be a bit more genuine because I was a bit kind of super excited and super like salesy present mode. And don't worry guys, this is practice. So I'll be a lot more expressive and excited on these practice videos than in a normal video post in social media. It's always easier to tame down your energy than to have no energy trying to bring it up. So when in doubt, just be more excited in these practice videos, but just know when you're actually making real videos or social media, kind of like this, you don't want to be in like salesy present, super energetic mode. You want to be like kind of like chill, kind of like you're on FaceTime. But again, for these videos, just so you could practice being able to speak and express, I would recommend just being a bit more energetic and expressive. So all you need to do is do this 3 times. So film a 30 to 60 second video, watch it, write down what you need to improve on, film another 30 to 60 second video, watch it, write down what you need to improve on, and then finally film one more 30 to 60 second video, and then write down what you need to improve on. So example, maybe I need to smile a bit more. Maybe my eyes are glued on the screen too much. So now you're more aware of how you look on camera. Again, so many people are like, oh, like I hate the way I look on camera. Stop, just stop. The reason why you hate it is because you had never practiced it. And the only way to get better and to not hate yourself when you're watching your videos is to literally just film yourself, watch yourself, and write down what you need to improve on. And when you're aware of how you look, you know what to change. You really think I was able to be this smooth on camera? Hell no, right? Again, I showed you guys that video of me when I was 19 trying to start a fitness YouTube channel. It was terrible. But the reason I'm able to get to the point where I'm at now is because I've done this speaking exercises over and over and over. And these last 2 exercises are probably the most important, is by actually being more aware of how your voice sounds like and how you look on camera. And when you're more aware, you can make changes. So I gave you all the routines you need to be able to build your skills of copywriting, closing, speaking. Copywriting, do that sales page, Google Doc exercise I showed. 2, for sales, just recite make your sales script as perfect as possible with the best tonality, and make sure you practice all your objections. And for 3, for speaking, do that speaking routine I just gave you. But the thing is, are you going to be a little sheep? Are you going to be like a Sheldon, just learning all this information but never taking action? Maybe it just feels good, like mental masturbation, just watching all these YouTube videos, reading all these books, listening to all these podcasts, and never doing anything about it, and still being broke and not being able to start a business because you never actually took the time to build up skills, and you're going to work a corporate job for the rest of your life, sucking up to your boss, sucking up to a manager, breathe down your neck, working on something that makes no impact, that you're not passionate about, and like literally every day, your whole day is just going to be wake up at 8 a.m. and be stuck in rush hour driving to your job because everybody else with their 9 to 5s are going to their jobs as well. And then you get to your job, which is actually a 9 to 6 because most companies don't pay for lunch. So now you're stuck in your office from 9 to 6. And finally, once you get done with your 9 to 6 and you're done with your shift and you're tired as hell, you're stuck in rush hour again, driving back home because everybody else with their 9 to 6, and you finally get home, you're exhausted as hell. You get a quick workout in, you make dinner, and you sleep, and you rinse and repeat over and over and over and over for the rest of your life. How sad of a life is that? So that's the reality if you don't do these routines. You're just gonna be stuck in the matrix, living the rest of your life stuck in that corporate rat race. Instead, if you actually do these routines, you be a Thaddeus and you take action and you improve every single day, you'll be able to use these skills in any business model you choose, and you're gonna be able to make money really, really quickly because you already have your skills built up. And you'll be able to scale to 10K a month, be able to travel, provide for your family, have that time, financial, location freedom you're looking for, doing whatever you want, whenever you want, with whoever you want. And in reality, because that's the reason why I make these YouTube videos. Like, I wanna build a tribe of young men balling together, traveling together, right? Living their best lives, providing for their families, making a real impact on this world. And I can't do that if you don't take action. Because again, if you don't take action, you don't do these routines, you're gonna be stuck in a corporate job for the rest of your life, never being able to make money online, and always just having that regret that you never built up your skills. And by the time you try to build up your skills 20, 30, 50 years from now, it's already too late. Because everybody else working on these skills from this YouTube video would have already surpassed you. And I don't want that. I want you watching this video right now to take action and join the rest of my subscribers, join the rest of my followers in living their best life, doing whatever they want, whenever they want, with whoever they want, truly reaching the dreams they're looking for. Because I care. And I remember when 19-year-old Renzo was super scared, right? He was rejected all the time. He had all these different plans, all these different aspirations, but he never had these skills to be able to make money until he finally learned the routines I just taught you. And so obviously looking back at 19-year-old Renzo compared to me now, I look at the difference those routines have made. And you are next up. If you actually set aside time every single day, first thing in the morning, before school if you're in high school, before university if you're in college, before your job if you already have a job, set the fucking time to do these routines I just taught you. And life is going to be a whole lot better on the other side of making money, having the freedom, traveling, supporting your family, and so much more. And so obviously if you have all these skills, but you don't have an actual business plan, like an actual business model to follow, then you're still not gonna make that much money. So your next step is watching this video right here, where I break down step by step a full guide on how to start your own agency. It's the same exact blueprint that I've used to make over $2 million per with my agency. And literally you could copy the same exact system and hit it yourself, or 10K a month if you want. So again, watch this video right here, get ready because it's gonna be saucy.